it's Jing. Is that an update with YouTube? Anyways, today we're gonna be doing a Q&A. I know you guys are like, Nani, you promised this like last week. I'm pretty excited to get straight into it though, so for our first question, it's from Kai Bunny and it says, "Hey Nani, have you ever played a sport?" I have played a singular game of soccer, but I've never played a sport. I did dance as a kid. Some people do consider dance as a sport. I think I can. I think I can consider no. The way I dance, probably not. I did ballet as like a little kid, and then I did hip hop. I didn't finish it because I had really bad anxiety, and I cried, and then quit the same day. Not the same day I joined, but the same day of practice where I cried. I didn't give it another shot. I wasn't doing that. The second question is, I don't think I'm going to read all the usernames because I think you'll know which one's yours. You can claim it in the comments. But it says, "Do you want any kids?" Currently, kids are not on my mind. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and be like, "Oh my gosh, yes, I would love to have millions of children and be a wife one day." Because it's not on, okay. Well, I do want to be a wife one day, not going to lie. But right now, I'm not thinking about kids, but I am also barely turning 17 this year. So, wait, that doesn't make sense. Barely turning 17. I'm barely going to turn 17. As in, 17 is in a couple more months. As in, I'm still 16 years old. As in, breaking the cycle. As in, being teen pregnancy. Am I right? Okay. But on a real note, I'm not, like, completely opposed to the idea of having kids one day. I think finding the right man one day will make me want to have one or two. You're not. My mom wants like 5 for me. She insists I'm gonna have like 5. I'm not having 5 children. You think I'm popping 5 children? So I think the short answer I can give you is to be continued. Okay, and then this one says, "Will you ever make a Discord server?" So that sounds fun, and I know I did mention it maybe like last year when I first started going live and stuff, but I do not think so. And I say that because I have started a group chat full of like moderators on TikTok, I think, at some point, but I'm never active in it. I can't remember the last time I texted in it. The thing is, not on purpose, but I am not, even though I seem like a very, so I've been told, a very bubbly and talkative, chatty person, I'm not good at conversation. I do not make conversation with anybody. I have like my group chat of my friends, and it's kind of like we talk when we want to, you know what I mean? It's like not like a kind of friendships where it's like we have to talk every day for us to remain friends. And I have like one person that I text daily, and that's like, but I feel like I wouldn't want to make a Discord server and then like me never be present. I'm like your absent, not your absent, but like your absent streamer, not a streamer, YouTuber, not YouTuber. I don't know what to call myself, actually, guys. What do I just call myself a cosplayer? Is that like in the category? The point is, I'm absent. So short answer, no, but then the next question is, would you ever watch The Walking Dead? I, again, am not opposed to that, but would I go out of my way to? Probably not. What's your favorite My Hero Academia character? It is Izuku Midoriya, but I don't want to sound basic. How do I sound like niche? Stars and Stripes. Not a question, but you so cutesy. Thank you. That was the emojis, by the way. What's your worst horror experience? I'm gonna say when my stalker threatened my life just because I didn't have a crush on him back. That might be our winner. Family drama? Get your nose here. No questions, but I just want to say you're majestic, lethal face card, and body tea girl. Favorite thing you cosplayed? my blonde blazer. Words cannot describe how, like, happy I was with the result of my blonde blazer. I love Vizzy. I love my Vizzy cos. No, I don't. I look so chopped in my Vizzy cosplay, and the thing is, I was so excited that my Vizzy cosplay got popular because I was like, oh, I'll just put more effort into it and it's gonna look great, and it doesn't. And I just love my blonde blazer. It's currently going through something right now. The yellow piece to it is broken, but it's a good thing because I wanted to make a new one in the first place anyways, because I broke it the first time I wore it. Do you love me? Yeah. When are you cosplaying as All Might? Okay, guys, here's the thing. I already hesitate cosplaying characters with muscles. Like, even cosplaying Mirko recently was kind of nerve-wracking because... But, also, here's the big thing. I want to hold your hand when I tell you this. I think my Mirko cosplay will be the last My Hero Academia cosplay I will buy. Don't get mad. Give it. Hold my hand. Thank you. Because because I do not like My Hero Academia, but I do love it. It is the first, My Hero Academia is the first fandom I officially bought a cosplay for, and it's when I was freaking 9 years old. I'm 16 years old now. I turned 17 in a couple months. But I wish to branch off from that community. Does that make sense? It's a good anime, and I did enjoy it, and I still enjoy stuff from the fandom, and I still support all my mutuals that cosplay from it, that draw from it, that whatever, and that also just enjoy it. But here's the thing, the fandom, I know you're saying, oh, the fandom is in the anime, but this is considering cosplaying, so technically, my point is kind of valid. The fandom, not even just as is, but the fandom in the cosplay community specifically for My Hero Academia cosplayers is very hostile. You know what I mean? And it's kind of just not as enjoyable as things I'm getting into now recently. I mean, my taste will mature as I do as well. Like, I've been cosplaying from new things a lot recently. I am trying to branch out and experience new things other than just My Hero Academia. It's like, it's good, and it definitely is something that really helped my account, and it is something I really enjoyed, but it is also something I would like to branch off from, and not just keep, I don't want to be just a My Hero Academia cosplayer. I think I don't even think I'm going to buy a new costume for my Uravity. I think I'm just going to keep that as is. I don't have much interest in revamping anything My Hero Academia. Unfortunately, I wish to branch off. So I don't think there will be any All Might cosplay soon. I know you say, and I know you're probably thinking, you just cosplay Mirko. But Mirko's a baddie, you know what I mean? And it's like, it was something fun. It was something I wanted to do, but considering when people ask me to cosplay for My Hero Academia, I mainly wanted to cosplay males. And I have given my 2 cents on how I feel about cosplaying males at the moment. So, I don't even know when I'm going to pick up my Mirko cosplay ever again. So don't hate me. How were you so cool, bro? What did you like to know, weather boy? I'm sorry. I'm really cool because... What or who got you into cosplay? I had Musical.ly as a kid, and at the time, Musical.ly and early TikTok were very much cosplayers, at least for me, on my feed. As a kid, I was already into, as soon as I got access to the internet, I was very much into, like, Yandere Simulator, Five Nights at Freddy's, fucking My Little Pony, animation shit, you know what I mean? Just that whole thing, creepypasta, all that jazz. That was my thing, okay? So as soon as I got access to, like, internet and stuff where I look up that stuff. Cosplayers come up, you know what I mean? And I was just like, what the hell? I want to do that. And I have, an uncle and an auntie who are also into anime and all that jazz. And, I mean, I'm very lucky to have had the, what's it called? The space to express myself and to do what I enjoy. So, finding these interests and having people who also like it in my family, and also having my parents who are like, you know what, you're a weird little shit, do what you want, you know, and, my grandma was the first person to buy my first ever cosplay. It was a Totoro cosplay for My Hero Academia. It's like, there's my mom talking in the background. It's not nighttime, guys, I'm sorry. But, it's like, you know, things worked out. Things worked out. It's great. I have a really supportive family. They're really nice. They let me get into what I wanted to get into at a young age, and it's really cool. So I feel like my little access to the internet as a young child and my really cool family really helped me get into cosplaying, and I mean, it's kind of working out so far in the long run. You know what I mean? So that's that. If you could say one nice thing about each one of your homeboys, what would they be? This is from one of my homeboys. So, okay. Courtney, I love how affectionate you are. Nani, I love how creative you are. Jonathan, I love how big your heart is. And then for my IRL homeboys, Pancho, I love... It's hard because Pancho, I feel like I don't know how to say something without, like, saying something that happened in real life. I love how you have stayed my friend despite all of my interests and despite everything. Thank you for being my friend. And for Toby, I love how absolutely whimsical you are. I don't know if Toby watches my videos actually, but still, Toby's one of my homeboys. And then Luis, bedtime. Luis, I love how well you fit and match my energy. There you go. There's something nice about all of my homeboys. This is also a cry for homegirl application. It's just a suggestion because I had one and then I lost it. Her. Sorry, not it. But it's because she was being sneaky behind my fucking back. If you had to live on an island for a year, what would you bring and why? My homeboys. And I would make it my empire. And I would keep them to work for me on my empire. So, like, when are we getting married, Buki? Fave anime? I'm gonna say either Ouran High School Host Club or Death Note. Can we see your press-ons? I do not wear press-ons at the moment. I have worn a couple for videos, and I do have them posted on my TikTok, but outside of content, I don't think I have been wearing nails. I'm not gonna lie. I chew on my nails. It's really bad. Will you bring Yuji back, or are you planning to buy any cosplays from JJK? I will bring Yuji back one day. I do enjoy my Yuji cosplay. I'm just, like, trying to do a lot more female cosplays, considering how many male cosplays I've done in, like, for, like, an entire year. You know what I mean? But Yuji was one of my male cosplays that I really did enjoy. So I will definitely bring it back. You know what? Maybe soon. Maybe. But any other cosplays from JJK, I cannot say I have taken interest in buying any new cosplays from JJK. Okay, that was in fact our last question, and I definitely did enjoy tonight with you guys. I wanted to come back with another Q&A, even though it's been my entire YouTube account. But just because I feel like it's been so long, and I do feel like I have changed in some aspects, like my appearance, and personally I feel like my personality. I feel like I'm much more confident in myself, and the way I present and the way I speak and everything, like even looking back at my old stuff. And I just wanted to, you know, just come back with something easy, to be honest. But I did enjoy tonight, and it was really nice talking to you guys again. I do love you guys, and thank you so much for supporting me. That's it. Again, I am G. On all platforms, that is JINXEDD dot NANI. That would be. Is this permanent?